that some of them have ever entered a Sunday for a lot of these players on Shopify Rebellion. And like you said, they have to go with those ebbs and flows. If you take your hits from someone like FaZe, you need to be able to bounce back. We know that a lot of these other top rosters can bounce back. You've seen someone like SSG be down 2-0 in a series.
Several times.
Don't count them out just yet. Whereas I don't have that same installation of confidence yet in Shopify Rebellion. If I see them go down 0-2 again here, I don't feel like that comeback is as likely. So you really need to get some form of momentum back. Why not do it here in the Live Fire Slayer? Don't put yourself in the impossible situation. Don't make it a better story. Just get to the end of the story.
Well, let me tell you, an impossible situation might start with Lucid getting the S7 at the start. He's found himself the sniper, and let me tell you, this kid, when I get him on my team in matchmaking, he goes off with this weapon in this mode. Starting to pop off right now. Lucid doing Lucid things. He's going to lose his entire team right now. Can he deny Camo by himself? He hits the body shot, but unfortunately, because all of OpTic are coming off respawn, the Camo guy's going to get away, but not everyone's getting away. Lucid's starting to rip heads.
Just so tough. You do everything right against this guy, and he can just sometimes hit shots like that.
He's just better. Such a special talent, and denying the power weapon is step one. Once that weapon is in his hands, you can almost guarantee fireworks are yet to come. A 6-4 lead as the game slows down. Lucid's going to be trying to play his life. I believe that's probably the Camo player getting behind enemy lines. Suppressed, taking the snipe out of Lucid's hands, does the biggest job, step one, for this team to get back into this.
Suppressed or everything right there. I only just saw that from the kill feed, but I saw Suppressed got a back smack prior to that. Somehow catches Lucid off guard, gets the kill on the sniper, and a couple bullets in their hands.
Assuming Suppressed was the Camo player, his Camo probably ran out as we went to his point of view. Those couple of kills, though, put Shopify in a much more manageable state. Snipe out of the hands of Lucid is everything Shopify wanted to see here. 10-9 the score. OpTic still up 1. Trades across the board will make it even at 10.
Mental winning that huge 1v1 against Lucid. As they're both one shot, Lucid had the positional advantage. Mental still just keeping calm there, getting that last headshot onto Lucid, and it's rewarded with top tower. One last death.
The one veteran on this squad, the one with championship pedigree, Mental. Can he get his team back into championship form on Champ Sunday with some play of his own? Great job anchoring this tower position, finding kills. 3 go down for OpTic, and Shopify find their first lead in the series.
1 kill lead. They'll take it, though. Now, they had 3 dead. I'm curious, were they going to press that advantage a little bit more? It looks like Formal takes out this first kill on Suppressed, but I'm a bit surprised here. It feels like they had an advantage. They just kind of felt really stagnant there, at least just watching it from that one POV from Mental.
3 dead on both sides here. The battle for Camo is everyone's focus right now. Suppressed is going to win his one-on-one against Lucid. That's a big one, as this Camo is still up at its spawn. But still more work to do for Shopify to try and acquire this Camo. The pressure from OpTic respawners is here. Dead Zone and Trippy find kills, and that should be an OpTic Camo grab.
This Dead Zone jumping up. I believe his teammate grabbed that Camo, and then it's hightail it out of there. See who can stay alive. Everyone scatter.
Lucid was the one that grabbed the Camo. Lucid actually got taken down. A respawner for Shopify had to hit a route and took down Lucid before he could get away with that Camo. Massive kills over towards the screens there to deny that Camo opportunity for OpTic Gaming. Now Soul Snipe with Snipe in hand finds himself back tower and a 3-kill lead.
Soul Snipe hitting a nasty angle down there over near the nest. Gonna keep trying to get some picks here. Don't want to see those trades, but it looks like Suppressed just gonna take out Lucid for now a 6-kill lead. This is actually a healthy lead that we've seen for the first time.
I want to see how Shopify play this, and as I say that, they lose 2 members pushing as their sniper is still anchoring the tower position. He's forced to throw it off. I hate that play by Shopify Rebellion. If I am Soul Snipe, I am commanding the troops, sit back and let me go to work. That snipe gets neutralized, removed from their hands. A good job by Soul Snipe to play it, but you have to take advantage in that situation, because now you're looking that what was once a 6-kill lead in snipe control is now a 2-kill game just in Shopify's favor.
Yeah, one articulation I used to hear before is, who's winning the trade right now, or who's winning the stalemate? And if your team is coming out ahead by playing it calm, just let your sniper do the work. Let your camo do some work. Of course, you don't just turtle up and hide, but you're not going to try to force a play unless you know you have the guarantee or opportunity.
What I wanted to see was them push a lane that the sniper can watch over so that you have everybody cohesively playing together. Soul Snipe caught out in that position of being able to impact the play. The game now 31-all as combat still ensues. These back pillars, Mental playing his life, but too many members of OpTic will give OpTic the lead back in their favor, 32-31.
Yeah, that's a bit devastating because I do feel like, yes, OpTic executed and ended up getting the kills, but I don't feel like they do anything miraculous there to break out of that situation where Shopify had the advantage. It just felt like Shopify were having success being aggressive and stepping on the gas, but they got punished for it. And they got punished in a time where they could have calmed it down for just a little bit.
The big thing to pay attention to as Shopify becomes the team they are is, are they able to understand and read the state of the game at all times and make correct decisions based on that? A little bit of premature pushing there has costed them dearly in this game. They will regain the lead with a clean 3 kills on the OpTic Gaming. Shopify back in the driver's seat. So even with those mistakes, continuing to have a puncher's chance here in game 2.
And right here, Mental unaware if any other members of OpTic have somehow pushed across bridge or across nest to get close to him. That was a situation that there could have been maybe more pressure over towards green, but now it's going to be a couple separate fights. It's going to be Mental fighting on his own near Nest Bridge. His teammates fighting on their own over at green, but it doesn't matter. Somehow they're cleaning up all these kills. Trippy, the last one alive here for OpTic.
It might not have been flashy, but that was an amazing play by Mental to get his team this 3-kill lead. He got 2 players in no shield, distracted a third, had everyone on OpTic's attention, and the rest of Shopify were able to pounce and get the kills they needed to capitalize on Mental's damage. He didn't get a single stat from that play, but that was a game-changing play the way he played that life.
Soul Snipe, second sniper in hand, and gets just barely juked out there by Trippy. You're not getting those unfortunate lunges for or against you here. This is LAN, and that spacing is so crucial. 2 snipers in Soul Snipe's hands, 2 snipers out of his hands. Not totally effective there.
What a big kill from Trippy, because ever since then, OpTic have had map control and space to play around. Respawners to Shopify were spawn killed. 44 now to 41. OpTic have taken a 3-kill lead.
And Trippy, now the new target they're calling out. Cycle able to neutralize Trippy. Sniper back on C plat. Whichever team can get that, slow it down, is in prime position. Yes, it's a 2-kill game. But still, that sniper can easily help close out these final moments.
Trippy's going to push by the middle. Formal looking over his shoulder, but Formal, not to no shield, is able to stay alive with the nades. Mental, his chance with the ES7. First time this game, hits the body shot on the Formal, trying to push a bridge. There's a player below Mental as well. 2 players below Mental as well. OpTic, flank back tower, take down that sniper. Cycle gets the camo, but at what cost? The rest of his team gets flushed out. Suppressed, somehow able to play his life back tower, make it a 1-kill game. Now Cycle, camo in hand, can make the play for Shopify.
And they found Trippy over on the side. I was worried if that was going to be the flank that could end the game there in favor of OpTic. 49-48. Camo no longer in play. So how does Cycle and crew decide to play this? They just have to somehow get 2 clean kills before OpTic can get a trade out.
No power up, no power weapon to play around right now. Snipe and camo are not a part of the conversation. OpTic turtled up in the house. The problem here is Shopify will eventually be the team that needs to make a play, and the kill time on the Bandit will erase a member of Shopify if they are caught out alone right now. So Shopify needs to be so careful about their spacing.
Yeah, Shopify right now are also deducing where OpTic can possibly be. They're checking a few of those corners. They're making sure there's no one at van. They're checking rat tunnel. They're just making sure nobody has slipped by and seeing if they can get some sort of free kill. As they slowly eliminate each of those locations, they might decide that, all right, they're all stuck here. Let's make a charge.
OpTic are on the move, starting to create some space. Formal making his way bottom middle. Nobody top middle in the hole, he says. Let's clear out dummies. And now this is the moment. Suppress jumps up top tower. Nobody watching the dummy rep. Suppress gets got out. He turns the corner though. No shield. Formal trying to play his life now. Forced to back up. OpTic Gaming are around Formal. They're going to back up, go back into house. A risk by OpTic Gaming almost pays off in their favor, but everybody makes it out alive, unscathed, and now now Camo may become a part of the conversation if this goes back into a stalemate.
Everyone's too timid to commit right there. No one wants to make that game-changing mistake over commitment. I did like that play by OpTic, though. They're always so tricky with some of these situations as they seem to be fully turtled up, and then they feel like, all right, we're going to push out, a minute or 2 minutes later and catch someone off guard. Camo coming up soon, though. Let's see how this decides this fate.
Good God, Shopify.
I feel like this Camo, everyone's just treating it as bait. Right now, no, like OpTic sure could go and grab that, but everyone's kind of on the outskirts. They're kind of waiting to see who's going to make a move, who's going to be in this next position that can see it, but no one's really going to be going for it.
Yeah, Formo actually just sits back. Camo is up right now. Shopify are staring at it, but they have no intention of going for it because they know if they were to go for it, they will lose one player. That is too open of an area, too exposed of an area to try and get out of. All of OpTic going to be in a prime time position here. A few members of Shopify starting to move up on the cuts. They're going to back up to tower. Nobody's going to try to make the play just yet. Several players on Shopify receiving damage now. A lot of information for OpTic to play around. I will not be surprised if they start to move around the map.
Also keep in mind, everyone's going to be pretty fully loaded when it comes to like grenades, secondaries, pistols, plasma pistols. Everyone's had time to gather those gadgets across the map, so it's going to be a firefight when this goes down.
Eventually, time becomes a factor. A minute on the clock, and all of a sudden, Shopify have a realization that they are going to have their hand forced at some point. The 1 kill difference allows OpTic the comfort of sitting back and waiting for what Shopify has to say about it.
And Lucid, getting a couple shots on the side, realizing that he's going to be a target. If he's not shot that much, did that Camo get snagged? Did that actually get snagged? I have to double check on that one.
Camo gets snagged.
Somehow by Suppressed. The cojones on this guy in a 49-48 game.
The plasma pistol is actually a weapon that this Camo player wants in his hand. This could be the moment. Where is OpTic Gaming? 3 players on his team sandwiching big door, but OpTic are out of dodge. OpTic got out. They snuck to the rat hole. They made it all the way to tower. The Camo's gonna run out soon and Suppressed with 10 seconds has to make the play. He gets the kill on the dice. All of OpTic are at tower.
Oh, no.
That zone, and OpTic Gaming gets the kill off screen. And oh my God, the chess, the decisions that was being played during that game too is actually incredible.
So well done there by OpTic. Valiant effort there by Shopify Rebellion. Backs against the wall, 0-2. We talked about so many squads having that veteran, that veteran leader or that history of coming back from the situations. I think Shopify still has to prove that, and what a better location to do that than here at HCS London. For mid-CTF, this game is going to go on for a minute.
What a better map to see from Shopify's point of view. They dominated SSG on this map yesterday, 3-0, and it was fast. Mental went off with Snipe. Mental starts the game with Snipe, puts it to work. 3 go down for OpTic, and it should be an early overshield grab for Shopify.
Mental deciding to back over towards his.
It's actually Penguin that gets it.
Dead Zone has that OS and is trying to just go back in the base, clear out this member. Wants to first be defending on his side. Now that his base is cleared out, decides to push on out. The top target both these teams are going to be opting for is, can they take over the opposing snipe hut? Can they just get them spawning over in the back base or towards sewers? Snipe hut's going to be that spot that you can really guard your flag, where you can guard the run.
Yeah, so traditionally do we see that flag going under the snipe route from these top teams, and that's where you want to have control of if it's yours, and that's what you want to control if it's the other teams. Right now, the duel of snipes is between Lucid and Mental still. They're going to concede here as they're going to relocate, knowing that each other are looking for each other, but Lucid wants to get active and find someone. Unfortunately, he found Cycle. Cycle found him first, and Cycle takes down Lucid to give the S7 advantage to Mental and the boys on Shopify.
Looks like Mental deciding to reposition over towards back flag. Generally, he has been over at Snipe Hut, but just trying to see whatever picks and damage he can get. This is actually fairly dangerous here for Shopify. Even though they're getting some kills here, they're stuck in the back of their base. This is almost just equivalent to spawning.
Yeah, defense wins championships, but we need to win games if you want to get back into this Shopify. Right now, playing defense is not a recipe for success because OpTic will bend and eventually break you in half right now. 2 steps of the 3-step process to get to the grand finals is already underway. Lucid might miss the flag run, maybe a little on purpose, because Lucid, we know he's better without the flag in hand as his teammate able to get that flag on the move.
Like my hand, I haven't washed my hands recently. I don't want to pick it up.
I didn't grab it. I didn't grab it.
Dude, yeah.
Oh no, I have to shoot my gun.
Oh, you got it, man? All right, you got it.
Yeah, you got it.
It's on your way, right?
All right, 2 dead. That's usually what Lucid's saying. It's Trippy, the best flag runner on OpTic, gonna punch this one in. 4-0-2 for Trippy right now. Allowing Tommy Wilson to do his thing, of course, and Trippy doing his, punching that first flag in, and now with 9:20 on the clock, time not a factor, but OpTic getting to play from a lead this early in the game, that's got to concern you.
So comfortable. I mean, the other part that's concerning is Shopify, like I said, they were just playing defense. It's one thing to like go back in your base and clear someone out at a certain moment in time, just to get the extra safety. It's a different thing to be playing from the back of your base. You essentially eliminate the situation where the opposing team has to kill you twice to be a factor in that flag run. Instead, they only had to kill Mental once, and then they got to run the flag, versus killing Mental once over at Snipe Ridge or top ramp, and then having to kill him off the spawn.
Yeah, you're allowing free progression on the map, and right now, Suppress denying some free progression, but that flag next to Lucid, as he returns it, Suppressed and the boys on Shopify had a flag on the move, but nobody was able to take down Lucid before he could return that flag. A frustrating moment for Shopify. Suppressed did find the kill. It just wasn't on the right side of the map once again. Another map being reset, sniping the hands of Trippy. 5 bullets to work with. And as he narrowly misses Mental, the battle for map control is an important one because this overshield coming up is a power swing that you think at this point in the series, Shopify are gonna need.
Yeah, Trippy trying to help get some kills over at the opposite snipe. Suppressed behind enemy lines again. Also getting the help he needs.
Ooh.
Where did he get his help from? This could be so huge for Shopify. They got so many kills. They just killed Trippy. Trippy's not going to be any sort of factor in this flag run, and they're running it sewer.
Yeah, they're running it through the sewers. It's a long road to cap this flag. OpTic are spawning towards the snipe, but look at what Cycle has in his shield. The overshield top middle goes to Shopify. I said they needed it. Now they need to put it to work. Formal's playing his life so well right there with the snipe, and Dead Zone behind enemy lines has been able to stop this flag. They need to take down Dead Zone, but Formal's going to get impactful here. He's on the plat. Cycle focuses on the Formal. Trades across the boards, but that flag still neutralized.
Yeah, the flag's not in the greatest location. In fact, I would love to see them maybe run towards back cut and then go all the way back through Mohawk. But we'll have to see how and when they're going to get this touch. They get the touch. That's enough kills on the board. You should be able to see this move back through back Mohawk. We will see here soon, though.
No, they're going to have to get one more to the slice. Two players on their street right now to deal with. This flag is not going to go in until a couple of kills go in Shopify's favor. Formal does go down, so that's the start to something great. Dead Zone goes down as well. Lucid has a long journey to try and impact this fight. Trippy goes down, and that's going to do it. That's Shopify's moment to tie this game 3 up.
Such a great play all around, especially by Suppressed there. First one getting that double kill and pushing into the OpTic base. Eventually, somehow staying alive long enough from, I believe that was Trippy, who was trying to hunt him down. And then they just run that flag towards sewers. Once they get it back on their half of the map, they just realize they can trade kills, and in theory, they'll eventually get the flag moving fast.
And what a big moment. Finally, some momentum for Shopify. Down 0-1 now, tying this up. If that flag got returned, you know Shopify would have been pretty gassed from the situation that occurred. That was a fight they needed to cap to get this game tied up, to give them some belief that they can make this comeback a reality. Overshield and Snipes are both coming up, so all the power you could ask for to change the outcome of this game now favors Shopify. As Cycle picks up that Overshield, 2 players on the plat, Jiggle peeking. Cycle can't figure out a way to get either kill, and the Overshield gets removed. Lucid eventually goes down, but the other OpTic player looks like he's on the flank. It's Trippy. Cycle head on a swivel, able to get another assist. Great job by Cycle to use that Overshield to control top mid. It transitions into 2 kills.
And more importantly, that sniper was acquired. I believe it was by Dead Zone or Formal. Yes, it's in the hands of Formal. That was the one thing you could see that Cycle originally was worried about, was throwing down that sensor
For good
over at
reason.
the opposite hut, just saying, all right, how do we eventually get control of that hut?
Because they got the first 2 kills. It was a 4-on-2, and somehow, some way, off-screen, Formal doing Formal things changes the outcome of the state of the game right there. It removes the map control from Shopify. But as I say that, Soul Snipe somehow takes down Formal from his flag with a snipe. Soul Snipe trying to do it all. Can't hit the shot, but the flag very advanced right now. Slay's gonna start to benefit Shopify as well. So honestly, a phenomenal play by Soul Snipe as he advances that flag so far towards this tunnel. The last 2 players from OpTic need to get taken care of, though. Mental trying to play his life around this pillar is going to have help from Soul Snipe, who respawned as he plays his life, but it's just Soul Snipe up, and that touch won't come through. Soul Snipe will concede that flag, let it return, and the map resets. Again, a defensive stance by just 2 players on OpTic in a 2v4 situation.
Yeah, and Soul Snipe did so much there. I mean, got the kill, got the flagpole, tossed it so far. You had to think he was just hoping or wondering if his teammate was going to be able to pick up one other extra piece in there to continue that flag.
And if they had, that flag would have probably been capped, but coulda, woulda, shoulda, didn't right now. The game ties tied, 4 minutes on the clock. Formal being an absolute terror right now in the base of Shopify. He is the last player alive. He is sandwiched by the last 2 players on Shopify, so a great job once again by Shopify to stand strong on their defense to keep this game tied, and they are rewarded with the next overshield.
Feels like Cycle's the only one timing it.
Yeah.
Cycle every single time has been top center, ready to go for that overshield and just grabbing it.
An advantage Shopify need. They've used it so often to try and get this map control, and this is the moment. This is the moment for Shopify. A kill with this overshield. 3 go down on the side of OpTic. It's just Lucid that's alive right now. He is able to kill Suppress. Cycle starting to receive damage. Respawners are surely on the way for OpTic, so it forces the hands of Cycle. He goes down to Trippy. Lucid, somehow, the last guy that was alive, yeah, he's a problem. He finds 2. OpTic get the return.
And that is just a huge play by Lucid. Not only getting that opening kill, buying enough time for Trippy to be a factor, and they just don't hesitate. They charge on over towards Snipe Slide / Sewer and get the recov. And that, to me, I thought was a guaranteed Shopify flag. You know, once you're on that corner of Sewer and you have the kills, it's over.
Nothing's guaranteed against Lucid, apparently. Last man standing, I'll do it myself, he says. That flag stops because of him. Suppressed, starting to pick up the plays, though. That commando shot on the player snipe, unbelievable. 21, 5, and 11, a +10 performance here as the game is still tied. 2.5 minutes. Next cap may be the deciding factor of whether Shopify gets to continue to play Halo this weekend.
Yeah, I was going to say, reality starts to sink in for probably both these teams. They're realizing that's likely just a 1-cap game here. It's not going to go on that much longer. It's not going to be like one team's going to cap and the second team gets a great counter cap. Sure, that's very possible, but reality is set up one good, consistent push to get that cap, and it could start with this overshield popping in 5 seconds. You know who's there again. It's Cycle.
Last overshield of the game unless we go into overtime here, and Cycle tries to make his way towards that overshield. He gets taken down, so this time around we have to have a different story, surely. Suppressed able to get a kill to trade some things out, but it does look like Shopify and OpTic still competing for this overshield. Dead Zone gonna be able to get the kill, but not the overshield. I believe the overshield falls off the map there, and that's not gonna be a contributing factor to whether a cap gets scored here in regulation time. 1.5 minutes on the clock. Cycle spots out Trippy, takes him down, gives his team man advantage momentarily. A second player down in this sewer area. Cycle's able to read this flank as he spots out Lucid. He tries to play his life, does a ton of damage, but somehow, some way, Lucid stays alive.
What is going on? Explosions all around. That's going to be 2 down. Formal and Lucid both taken out. Can Shopify Rebellion turn this into a better position? Can they get the opposing hut? Not going to really see weapons be much of a factor here at the end of this game. And looks like he has snuck behind, or is he?
Yeah, look at this route. He's behind enemy lines. A decent movie, but let's see if Soul Snipe can turn the sequel into something special. As all of OpTic is overextended, his flag's getting pulled. Unfortunately now, Soul Snipe realizes maybe my flank was a little bit too long. Maybe I was out of the play, but 3 go down for OpTic. The damage that Soul Snipe was able to do actually promotes a flag opportunity. Soul Snipe, as those OpTic members go down, he is in the enemy base to pull the flag. Hasn't been touched yet and is getting it through the tunnel. The return about to come through. Still members of OpTic to deal with. Trippy is going to be at his snipe. Loose is going to be his top plat. Here comes Formal as well. What do you do in this situation? High pressure moments. He's going to go for it. It gets denied. OpTic are here now. 2 dead. The touch comes through. The cap comes through. But a counter cap opportunity at what cost? Shopify Loose is here. Running the flag. Taking half shield, but he turns the corner. This flag could go in. It's sudden death. We got a pie chart, for God's sake.
Are you kidding me? Somehow they get this counter pulled. The one thing I said that likely would happen.
It gets stopped.
Flag is down. Pie chart is counting down. Can someone get on for the touch? Dead Zone gets the touch. Tries to run in. We got a flag standoff here at the OpTic base. Mental, the only one alive. Dead Zone trying to play this time as best he can. His teammate Lucid coming in to help get the counter cap, and that's going to bring us into an overtime.
You want more Halo? We'll give you some more Halo, at least here in Game 3. We're in overtime, sudden death, first cap wins, and the battle for Overshield is the first priority for everyone.
What a wild ending there. You saw Shopify were just like, we just got to get this cap in, and that's all we got to worry about. Not
4 dead.
how icy OpTic could be. And somehow they get all 4 down.
They're still dead.
It does. This is going to be a tall order. I don't know how Suppress has angle. Trippy slowing down. Could that be the difference here? He has unfortunately cost his team about 1 or 2 seconds here. Will it matter?
Oh.
Maybe, maybe not. Flag on the plat. Does Lucid go in, or does Lucid go for the slays? When in doubt, slay it out is always my mantra.
One player alive may have an angle to say something about it. Lucid playing his life. The kills come in. The caps come through. Formal lets them know you're going home. And OpTic are going to the grand finals.